For fans looking to take a road trip for an away game, this week's Sunday's game in Indianapolis would have only taken 7 hours. And 2 weeks from now, you'll only spend 8 hours in a car heading to St. Louis. The study shows people who were wearing glasses in the photos were perceived as more intelligent and trustworthy. But those same people pictured without their glasses were perceived as more attractive. Administrators say security cameras like this one that was installed this week at Elmore Elementary and buzzer systems like this one are a good first line of defense, but it all comes down to staff response.
Fox 11's Kelly Schlicht has been there for much of the hearing today, joins us now live at Lambeau Field. And Kelly, you've been keeping track. How many people have spoken?
Well, Tom, there's still a handful waiting inside to have their voices heard. 182 people came through here at Lambeau Field to voice their concerns over various issues. The biggest one today, education, the funding, and what's best for kids.
Fox 11's Kelly Schlicht is in De Pere this evening. Kelly's already getting started despite that wind and hard at work at step number 1.
Yes, Tom, you know, it is a little bit windy out here, but I am enjoying this day, raking the lawn. And, you know, lawn experts say that's the first thing you should do if you're trying to get your grass ready for the spring season. You got to rake this up and get rid of all the dead grass, as you can see this blowing around. A lot of homeowners with today say they're just happy to see any grass after such a long winter.
Fox 11's Kelly Schlicht is out at one of the many Badger watch parks. Kelly, any excitement going on out there?
Well, Drew, you know, there is some excitement, even though most of the Badger fans here at the Green Bay Distillery are feeling a little frustration. Although they're happy right now, we just scored a touchdown. The Badgers just scored a touchdown. And here with me right now is the Wisconsin Alumni Association Brown County organizer, Kelly Fitzgerald. And Kelly, what is this game like right now for alumni to watch?
Well, considering we just scored, it's one of the most exciting things. The point of the whole gathering like this, when we have functions like this, is to really wrap up the whole Wisconsin spirit. And whether it's New Year's Day or any other bowl situation or game situation, it's about coming together and show what the state of Wisconsin's like and how we back our football teams, whether it's the Packers or the Badgers. We're here for one another, and win or lose, we'll always stand strong.
And what is it like to watch Barry Alvarez coach again? It has to be a little bit of deja vu.
Well, I was lucky enough, before we had children, my wife and I went out to the Rose Bowl in '94 and '99, and it was fantastic when Barry was there. Barry's a heck of a coach. I'm glad he's on the sidelines. I'm excited for our new coach. But there's always something, a little juice, just to have Barry back on the sidelines. I'm hoping he gets 4 in a row now. Let's win.
And do you think that the Badgers can come back and beat Sanford?
Well, I'm afraid if I say no, I'll lose my degree. So absolutely, I'm going to say yes. I mean, it's 14-7 now. It's still early. I firmly believe Wisconsin's going to win all the way.
All right, thank you very much. And people are still hopeful out here that the Badgers can come back. We will have a full wrap-up of the game, along with fan reaction, coming up on Fox 11 News at 9. Live in Ashwaubenon, Kelly Schlicht, Fox 11 News.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I'm living on the devil's playground. It just doesn't stop.
Neighbors on Green Bay's west side say they want answers after witnessing 2 people arrested and hearing possible shots fired this morning. Police say they were called to a disturbance involving a gun on Ashland Avenue just after 2 o'clock. This stretch from Dousman to Shawano was shut down for 5 hours. Officials say the incident happened in the 100 block of Ashland. That's near the scene of a homicide that happened last month. Police say officers arrested 23-year-old Joseph Tynan. He's being held on recommended charges of possession of a firearm by a felon, receiving stolen property, possession of marijuana, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Officials say 21-year-old Erica Kaufman was also arrested. Police are recommending charges of possession of marijuana and drug paraphernalia. Kaufman has posted bond and was released from the Brown County Jail. Fox 11's Kelly Schlicht spoke with people who feel more needs to be done to stop crime in the neighborhood. She has multiple views tonight.
It's all you heard was gunshots. It's just sickening.
Neighbors on Ashland Avenue say they were startled awake early Saturday.
We responded to a report of a disturbance about 2:30 this morning on Ashland Avenue, and there was mention that a possible firearm was involved.
As a precaution, the SWAT team was called and neighbors evacuated for nearly 3 hours.
I woke up Some pounding on my front door. The SWAT team told me we had to leave.
Police searched this home after learning a suspect might be inside. In the house, police say they found 2 people, as well as a handgun hidden in the attic. It had been reported stolen last year. Officers also found marijuana and drug paraphernalia.
I was chatting with the police officers. This guy pops up behind, and they ended up arresting him.
Officers say they arrested this man, 23-year-old Joseph Tynan. He's being held in the Brown County Jail. This woman, 21-year-old Erica Kaufman, was arrested, while the 2 were taken into custody by police. No formal charges have been filed.
This appears to be an isolated incident. There's no reason for the general public to be alarmed.
Though police have 2 people in custody in connection with Saturday morning's incident, neighbors say they're still unsettled. It's the second police-involved situation in as many months.
Man, when I was a kid, man, Ashton wasn't this bad. I've experienced nothing but hell since I've been here with all the stuff that's going on. And I've just had enough. I'm ready to move out. The murder, this, I mean, I'm shaking up. I can't even sleep.
Not good. I wish I could afford to move.
Police say they will speak with the property's landlord to cut down on nuisance behavior. In Green Bay, Kelly Schlicht, Fox 11 News.
Green Bay Police say community service interns will be going around the neighborhood to let residents know what happened.
Well, what could have potentially been a deadly fire in Oconto Falls was snuffed out quickly Saturday.
That was all thanks to a police officer who noticed something peculiar while making his rounds. Fox 11's Kelly Schlicht shows us how this officer's quick thinking helped to make a difference.
Oconto Falls police officer Joseph Ruiz says his usual patrol took an unusual turn Saturday morning.
I was patrolling the area on Union Ave coming this way, and I saw the flames coming out of the house and on the wall, so I pulled over right away. I called it into dispatch. I knew there was someone in the house. So I went around the house knocking on the windows until the homeowner came out of the house.
The man told Ruiz that his son, Jackson Humphreys, was still sleeping upstairs.
And by this time, Deputy Zion was on scene also, and we both ran upstairs, heavily in smoke inside the house, and we assisted Jackson out of the house.
Humphrey's father grabbed this garden hose to put out the fire. It had started on the back of the home when an unattended tiki torch tipped over. The Oconto Falls fire chief says the blaze was nearly out by the time his crews arrived.
Basically, all we had to do was do some minor extinguishment.
Now first responders are heralding the officer's quick thinking.
And then just took action on his own and basically took things in his own hands and reacted very, very, very quick.
Do you think that you guys would have woken up if he hadn't have pounded on the door?
Actually, no, I don't think so. Because we're heavy sleepers or whatever.
Some are calling Officer Ruiz a hero for going into this house during the fire, but he says he's doing what he's been trained to.
I'm also a volunteer firefighter. Honestly, don't consider myself a hero. Like I said, I mean, it's what I do, and just reacted to what I saw.
And to the man who helped save his life, Humphreys has something to say.
Thank you very much for helping us and getting us out.
In Oconto Falls, Kelly Schlicht, Fox 11 News.
Fire crews say while this situation had the best possible outcome, it serves as a reminder to extinguish candles, tiki torches, and campfires before turning in for the night.